Hello everybody, it is Michael here from My Retirement Trading, and today I'm going to talk about some changes that I made to my passive income investing portfolio that provide weekly and monthly income from covered call ETFs. But before I get into this, I must state that this is not financial advice or a recommendation, and it is for entertainment purposes only. So let's get into it. Well, what was my big move in my passive income investing portfolio? Well, I was on the internet one day and I was watching Ari Gutman's Master of the Market, and he had Spencer from Spencer Invest on there. And he asked him a question at the very end of the video. If he could put $10,000 into anything, what would he put it into? And he said, I would put it into Main Street Capital, and ticker MAIN. So I said to myself, I've got some extra money I'm laying around, so I decided to buy 200 shares of that, which equaled $10,662. So that's where I kind of first heard of the Main from, and I kept it a little over 4 months, but I decided to sell it on September 22nd, 2025, to secure in a little bit over $2,600 profit, and to apply that money to some more positions that pay weekly or monthly that would have a little bit more distribution yield in my passive income investing portfolio. Main, the cost basis was $10,662, and I first entered this position on May 12th, 2025, and I had a total of payments equaling $264.53, and they were all on drip. And I sold for $13,271.74 on September 22nd, 2025, for a gain of $2,609.74, or 24.47% total return in a little over 4 months. I'd like to give a shout out to Spencer from Spencer Invest for stating the fact that he liked this Main Street Capital when he was interviewed by Ari Gutman's Master of the Market. Great channel on YouTube for interviews and things like that. And Spencer has got a great channel himself, Spencer Invest, so check that out. But thanks to Spencer, I made over $2,600 in a little over 4 months in Main Street Capital, ticker MAIN, and I decided to sell it to buy some more funds that provide a little bit more income, and I decided to put it in 4 different funds. So here they are. What I purchased September 22nd, 2025, 200 shares of TDAQ by Tap Alpha at $26.09 a share, 200 shares of TSPY by Tap Alpha at $25.41 a share, 100 shares of ULTY by YieldMax at $5.65 a share, and 63 shares of YBTC by Roundhill at $45.28 a share. So I headed over to the Tap Alpha website, and it says Tap Alpha Funds, same market exposure, daily income potential. And it says Tap Alpha brings innovative, institutional grade option strategies to everyday investors. And they got 2 funds, and I invest in both of them. And I bought 200 shares of each with the money that I profited. And TSPY is their Tap Alpha SPY Growth and Daily Income ETF. Seeks income and growth using a daily covered call strategy on SPY. And to view the fund, it's got a little over $96 million in AUM, or net assets. and the market price is $25.59. Got an expense ratio of 0.68%, but that distribution rate is what I'm interested in. It's 14.35%. And so that's, to me, is a very nice yield. And then I want to go over here to the TDAQ overview. It's the TAP Alpha Innovation 100 Growth and Daily Income ETF. It says the TAP Alpha Innovation 100 Growth and Daily Income ETF. The fund seeks current income while maintaining prospects for capital appreciation. The fund's secondary investment objective is to seek exposure to the performance of the Invesco QQQ Trust, Series 1 QQQ, subject to a limit on potential investment gains. And so this came out on September 4th, so it hasn't been out that long. But they, like I said, it's $26.23 a share. It's got the same 0.68% expense ratio, and it's got net assets a little over $8 million. So it's a very new fund so far. And I'm excited to see the distribution rate. It hasn't been out long enough, but very excited about that. I'm hoping that it is a little bit higher than the TSPY. I headed over to the ULTY page on YieldMax's website, and it says ULTY, the YieldMax Ultra Option Income Strategy ETF. Says ULTY is an actively managed ETF that seeks to generate weekly income from a portfolio of covered call strategies, each on a U.S. listed security, each an underlying security, and collectively the underlying securities. And I'm not going to talk too much about this one, but their distribution rate on their website is listed as 85.07%. So it's got a very high rate of return. Well, I headed over to the YBTC Bitcoin Cover Call Strategy ETF by Roundhill. And it says YBTC utilizes a synthetic covered call strategy that seeks to provide current income on a weekly basis while also providing exposure to the price of Bitcoin's ETPs. And it shows the distribution rate of 47.47% as of 9/22/25. And it says YBTC income potential. YBTC seeks to generate weekly income through a covered call strategy on Bitcoin futures or Bitcoin ETPs. Exposure to Bitcoin. YBTC seeks to offer exposure to Bitcoin ETPs that have direct exposure to Bitcoin, subject to a weekly cap. And then it talks about it being actively managed. Well, I headed over to stockanalysis.com. Very good website. I recommend checking it out. I inputted in their ETFs comparison tool TSPY, TDAQ, YBTC, ULTY, and VU. And I just wanted to do like a year-to-date comparison. And year-to-date, as of September 23rd, YBTC by Roundhill is up 25.82%. ULTY by YieldMax is up 19.24%. VU by Vanguard is up 14.24%. TSPY by Tap Alpha is up 12.88%. And TDAQ, it hasn't been out that long, but since September 4th, it's up 4.21%. And today's September 23rd, 2025. So there's the list of all the returns year to date. And if I spread this out to a 1 year, the 1 year shows YBTC A 1-year total return is 63.48%. The ULTY is up 29.71%. The VU by Vanguard is up 18.24%. The TSPY by Tap Alpha is up 15.84%. And like I said, the TDAQ, it hasn't been out that long, but since September 4th, it's up 4.21%. Well, in conclusion, I sold my Main Street Capital, ticker MAIN, for a $2,600 profit in a little over 4 months. And I took that capital and I bought 4 ETFs, 2 by Tap Alpha, TSPY, and TDAQ. And I also bought 1 by Roundhill, YBTC, and 1 by YieldMax, ULTY. I bought 200 shares each of the Tap Alpha funds, 100 shares of the ULTY, and 63 shares of the YBTC. I just wanted to gain some more weekly and monthly income in my covered call passive income investing portfolio. And also be on the lookout for this weekend for my Coffee and Dividends show, which is my recap showing all the distributions that I received during the week. And also, if you have any comments or suggestions, please drop them below. I would love to hear from you. And if you like what you're seeing, please subscribe to the channel. And on that note, until next time, I will catch you all later.